pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. Board minutes for May 28th, 2024.
I'll move to approve the board minutes.
Second.
Is there any public comment? All in favor? Aye. The next agenda item is correspondence. There is a news release from the U.S. Department of Interior, Bureau of Land Management, and it's BLM drills a new well at Devil's Elbow Campground on Hoosier Lake. There is an email from Brady Needles, wondering if there's an existing blueprint for 102 West Kearney Street. This looks like it is a city thing because we don't have blueprints for potential sewer line. You need to get a hold of, maybe reach out to the city, or them have them reach out to the city. The next one is from Vance Shaboon. It's with Senator Kester's office. And he's reaching out in response to our request for some kind of education on whether there's grants or stuff for EMS. The next one is,
Would that go to like the ambulance people, the EMS stuff?
Yeah, I can forward that over.
Yeah.
the next agenda correspondence item is Montana Association of Dam and Canal Systems Annual Conference, which is October 29th to the 30th, 2024 at the Copper King Convention Center in Butte, Montana. Not sure. Went through it. Our dam tender would be something to reach out and give it to our dam tender to see if he could willing to go to that conference. If it's going to benefit him at all, he'd have to look it over.
Some of us on that dam emergency plan, that's what Jackie and Bailey have been working on, so I think we're pretty up to date.
The next email is from Mako and Off-System Bridge County Priority Update. This is an annual thing that I think the Montana Department of Transportation puts out there, and they contract with Staley with county bridge information for each county, and we got it last year, and this is getting it this year. I guess they'll reach out to us with their bridge, and if there's a bridge that needs.
Kind of like what they come in, we're talking about, they said we'd get, yeah.
The next correspondence is from Granite Justice Court, and the end of period disbursement detail for May is $8,741.50. And the next one is information from the town of Phillipsburg on frequently asked questions for the proposed Phillipsburg resort tax. And this I know was mailed out to all Peaburg residents. So it's nothing to do with the county. Unless you're in the town. The next one is Montana Opioid Abatement Trust. And it's a memorandum, disbursement and allocation of funds from the National Opioid. Say that, how do you say it?
Opioid.
Opioid.
Settlement. So this is dated 5/20/24. The next one is from Big Sky Passenger Rail Authority. There is a thank you letter to the county commissioners, and it's also authority request for the Granite County to consider budgeting the 1310 as voluntary contribution for FY 2025. I think put this in with the budget. I'm going for our budgets, give a copy to Sarah and she can be with the budget papers. Unless you want it on the agenda.
No, I think what comes with budget is see what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do, see what we're getting out of it, see what it's sitting like.
Okay. And that is it for correspondence. Is there any public comment? Okay, being none, we will go right into our public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. Is there any public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction?
We send a sympathy card to back there for his family. He used to work at the house.
From Jack Ryan.
Who?
Jack Ryan. And then maybe one of Richard Skaggs too, at least. He used to work for the county years and years ago.
Goes in three.
There's another one that's not very far. We're next. That's all I got.
Who's next?
What's that? Oh, I threw mine. I threw mine away. It's not me. Not me.
Birthdays.
Quite a few. Just okay, let's do a 9 go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gave it to Becky.
Okay.
You
See
did,
about it in.
did you want to go ahead and throw that at her again?
Oh, yep,
Would you? Well, not throw it at her.
I can do that. How you doing today? I'm a couple more $100.
Hey, real quick, this was in my thing. These people at Denton's tracked for meg chloride. They gave me cash money.
Belly dump?
How much is it?
They gave me $350 is what's in that envelope. I haven't done anything with it. I figured I would ask you.
Any public comment on matters within the commissioner jurisdiction
I'll look at it.
on Zoom?
It probably won't be, if we accept it, then we'll get a thing you have to sign.
Gonna start getting nice.
Does that have to be stamped as received? Does that be stamped as received?
No,
Or
that's
is
what
this
we'll
just,
send
this is
back.
informational? Okay, so
Then we'll have to fill that out. and send it
we have
back.
to fill it out, send it back.
Fill it out, just send it back. I don't think we're gonna stamp it.
Because okay, what we're discussing is the belly dump, which we will discuss further with Paul at our 9:20 report with Road and Bridge Superintendent. In case anybody's wondering what we're handing back and forth.
Sorry. Did you get all your insurance cards, Paul? A bunch.
think we're close enough to 9:20 to open our discussion with the county superintendent of roads, Paul Alt. Go ahead, Paul.
We're just blading. Dirt patching. On Rock Creek dirt patching and, using our last oil today, so I'll be going to get some more of that. And, other than that, just kind of round around doing regular maintenance on stuff. Our mag truck should be down out of the shop at Missoula, hopefully today or tomorrow. Next few days anyway, with the transmission. And I went over this weekend and got the fuel pump for the other water truck at Billings. I got that done, so hopefully that'll get put back together and run in the next day or two. That's really about it, for as far as that stuff goes, just regular stuff.
That's gonna make steel when they start doing that road down there in Rock Creek, where there's what over hog back to that bridge. That replace some of that on that. Stump up.
Stony Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked at it, and
I guess maybe we better keep an eye on it when they start hauling all that rock up in there, you know, in case it starts going or something. Maybe, but that's low, we'll have to go low. Or service and that. I guess kind of weird, as I said,
yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on it, but
how many loads are we gonna go? I mean, I'm glad they're fixing it up there, but we'll have to watch that. So, that's all I got on down there.
So Scott was saying that they're stealing the cones up there at the lake.
they took them 3 times, put them up there obviously 3 times, they stole them 3 times. I don't know, I mean, so we put $8,000 worth of electronic signs up there, do they shoot them next, or what's the deal?
So what road is this?
On the Georgetown Lake Road,
County road?
where we're gonna put those electronic signs. Well, we're trying to get them located, they've stole the cones I put up there for location 3 different times. And, I mean, I'm just wondering if they're so needy, they're gonna steal the cones, are they gonna shoot the signs up?
Did you report it to the sheriff?
I did.
So we need that on record, the stealing the cones up around what, Dennis Point, is that where you was putting it?
Yeah, on that road. So I mean, what do you guys?
Well, I'd say hold up on the signs. Till we figure something out.
But that's what I saw, me, make sure it's top about 40 foot and up, that's what they're doing.
They can't keep a $30 phone.
So Blaine, apparently the signs are, the cones are being taken. And they've been taken 3 times where Paul is going to put the electronic signs, speed signs up at the lake. And he's reported it to the sheriff's office. And now the question is, because we said we were putting electronic signs up there, what?
Worried about them getting
Yeah, we're
taken,
worried about
taken
getting,
down.
Taking or damaged, and I mean, they're $8,000, so I mean, it's.
Yeah,
because we said we would put them up there.
yeah,
I mean, as far as if they're stealing the cones, that's same as vandalism, isn't it?
yeah, it's theft. I mean, yeah, it's theft. I mean, putting a camera on that pole, I mean, but you're gonna break the camera? Put the camera in a steel box or something?
Well, we went through exactly the same thing at Rumsey. We put stop signs up on the intersection 3 or 4 times. They
Yeah.
kept stealing the signs, posts, everything. So we said, the hell with it, left it alone.
Yeah, that was crazy. What do you like? big cities use to keep their cameras safe. I mean, obviously people aren't vandalizing them, are they?
Hope not, but I don't. I don't know whether it's because of all the Lakeshore Drive stuff that's going on.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't have the answer for it. I just,
I'm just worried about putting them up and that kind of money and then.
Well, I know, but
Yeah,
this is an obligation that we said we'd meet, and do we take our chances because we agreed to do that? That someone's gonna destroy those, are they insured?
yeah, but our deductible is,
2,000, I think.
Yeah.
2,000, but I mean,
2,000.
I don't know how many you've lost, you start putting all that in, insurance costs.
I think you're talking about putting up the electronic sign,
Yeah.
then sure. Get a different insurance policy on it, but then that's gonna be sky high too.
I mean, if you're that worried that you gotta put insurance on a sign, I wouldn't put the sign.
Well, I'd put a camera up in a steel box before I get the insurance, but. Well, we've had landowners with game cameras get broke, but we're prosecuting the people because they caught them.
They've noted that we're leery of putting those signs up. Hoping that but we're obligated because we said, I mean, cone's one thing, someone to take, but are they actually gonna destroy an electronic sign? Cone is malicious in its way, but what do you think about cameras? Is it gonna cost that much more to put a camera with it, or?
$150, I think you can get it.
That's the only thing I'm saying, is the fact that we did obligate and say, yes,
I put
we're
a camera,
trying, we're
protected
trying.
camera on it. Some type. I'm not sure what case they have that's protected, but
I mean, they
That's-
want into them, they're getting.
yeah,
They're not like they're.
but
The
if
cone-
so. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. The cones sound more like mischief than.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Spiteful
But-
vandalism.
But there's been a lot of like stop signs taken down up there, right at the dam. That's the Anaconda Deer Lodge, but that's been, how many times has that been removed?
Several.
And it's just people, I think, just they're
Clumsy the same way.
just messing with it.
Just put them up, see what happens.
I think we need to, so the cones, you put the cones there. Is somebody else bringing in the signs in to put them in that position?
No, bring the cone up so we could get the area located.
So when they dig to put the signs in, we don't dig up that Blackwood telephone stuff and all that.
Yeah, well, they go up there to try to locate the cone and go again. I mean, it's a joke.
Put a notice in the paper that there's vandalism up there, and if you want your signs, let us know. Whatever, something like that, and then hold off until right before the foot sign.
Is there a decision on this?
Yeah, I'm just worried about putting them up, I mean, you know, I know what a cone is compared to a sign, but I mean, it's just like somebody's upset over. Why would you keep
Well,
taking?
putting something in the paper is not gonna get any response that someone's taking cones. I think the sign should go up. I think because we're obligated, but that's my opinion.
I think we should wait till week before the 4th.
Wait till when?
Week before the 4th.
They'll have to get them found out where we're putting them again anyway, they'll have to just make, just go up with them. Market it.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's a market, so they can go up and just do it. Now,
It's gonna say, the plan was to say crosswalk and not flashing light, right, and the speed limit? Or what?
Just that. We just have them electronic speed limit signs.
Okay,
Yeah, we talked about the
Yeah.
crosswalk, but I don't know if that was a decision that we finalized or
well, I thought it was,
maybe it was.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah,
county.
crosswalk signs, yeah.
that's what I thought was approved was the crosswalk.
Plus the signs, so.
So,
plus
yeah.
the signs.
Yeah,
And when were we supposed to have them down?
I'd have to look in the, no, I don't think you gave a, I think,
Specific
yeah, a
dates?
specific day, but you wanted them.
We don't even have this crosswalk signs yet. Do we?
No, we have the electronic ones, you know.
We should table it for next week and figure out when we can get them crosswalk signs, because that was the main thing. We're gonna have them in front so they slow down. It's kind of like,
Well, we're putting these electronic signs. The first one's right on the Granite County Anaconda Deer Lodge boundary. Coming from Stanton side, and the other one is about a mile up from where you hit the gravel. As soon as you start getting into the houses, is where we're putting them up, so there'd be no reason to have a crosswalk sign by either one of those places, you know. I don't really know where you'd wanna put the crosswalk signs at.
I thought it was gonna be
Not
right
like
by
the
the
docks,
docks,
maybe.
yeah, I thought it was right by the docks. It was, I think, well, that was the decision, was the docks.
That's two more locations.
Oh, yeah, two cross, so I have the minutes if you want them from the prior year. In the fall, you guys motioned to use LATCF to purchase 2 solar speed signs and 2 crosswalk signs for implementation on Georgetown Lake Road. On the Sunset Strip, a crosswalk shall be placed on Georgetown Lake Road on the Sunset Strip with standard painted markings and accompanying signage.
why don't we put up the crosswalk signs and see if they disappear, and then if we,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
then if.
So then
hold
paint
off
the
on
crosswalk,
it, or-
Paint it,
who's painting the crosswalk? Do you guys paint?
No, they're just signs on a post.
Aren't we supposed to put a crosswalk up too?
That's what your minutes said. Yeah.
the, the two
Crosswalk.
broad white lines is a crosswalk.
God, you'd have to have you'd have to have one every 10 feet,
On Georgetown.
and there's people walking across.
No, but just one spot where they have, if they're gonna have the protection of it,
Of the,
of the crosswalk, yeah,
Yeah.
they have to go to that point.
Yeah,
decision here.
Why don't you do that as a motion, Scott, to do the crosswalk signs first and see how it goes.
Yeah, let's just do that, throw them up on the post. If they disappear, they're not gonna put it, we're not gonna put up the electronic signs, $8,000 compared to $200 sign crosswalk.
So we already have no two.
No, we just have the electronic stuff.
He can get a couple.
According to her minutes, they were gonna send the crosswalk signs with them, maybe they're in one of the boxes.
I think they were, I don't,
If not, I'll get some right away.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll make a motion to put up the crosswalk signs and see if they'll stay there.
Were they on the bill?
no, I don't think they were coming from that company. That company was just doing electronic
Okay.
signs.
It was that
I'll just get them from the other people.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
So what about the paint?
I'll second this motion.
If it's gonna be official crosswalk, it has to have the paint.
And if
Get
there's
it
spot,
painted.
they,
You have to figure out how many feet before and after.
Do you want me to look it up on the width of the white and the, between
Let's
how
just
the
do
white?
that.
yeah, how far away they gotta be from the signs.
Okay, alright.
So we have,
There's like MDT regs on that.
Is there any public comment on putting crosswalk and
I don't know if he said.
seconded? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, forward, go forward with the crosswalk signs and
We got it.
anything else?
Belly dump.
yeah,
I move we get the belly dump from Colorado.
I second it.
want to be delivered to all, I think, the places.
I do the price in your motion though.
Looks like
42,600.
Does that include transportation here or?
No, that's
Okay.
delivered to all.
Okay, oh, delivered, okay.
He got him cut down some more. I second that.
Is there any public comment on the belly dump? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried.
And I got this stuff on this. We've been putting this off because of all the road stuff. It's on the grader. So. Read it. What the deal is, would be getting rid of the 2011 that we have. And that would be the annual payment for this year. And then there would be, no money would come out period until the 25-26 budget. And it'd be $35,781 a year for 4
Which
years.
is next month.
No, the
The
next budget.
25-26 budget is next.
Yeah, it'd be following budget though. I guess it'd be the 26-27. The first payment is the trade-in. And there'd be no more payments until the next budget. And that would be 4 payments of that at $35,781. And after that, it'd be a government, guaranteed government buyback. They'd give you $300,000 for the machine after owning it for 5 years.
Okay, I'm gonna make comment on this. Searching for another grader. Did you pursue this or did they call you and say, hey,
No, we talked about it a long time ago, and they call,
on the
Every-
2011?
every year they call.
Okay, so this is the 2011 and we're still paying off the ones that are what, 5 years old? Okay, one thing this I think has to be decided during budget process because the road, the PILT fund has contributed $500,000 yearly to the road fund, and that includes the intercap loans that we're paying off. We have 500,000 that's coming out of PILT for the elevator. So what we're trying to do is make the road solvent where we don't have to throw $500,000 in the road fund every year just to balance the budget. And my opinion is we need to look to see if we can afford it because that's another, what, 35,000 a year?
Yeah. Starting,
That's added to what we're paying now under that intercap loan, which is still like 600,000.
We did what?
Hmm?
How much?
It's still like 600,000 that we owe. I'd have to look it up.
Maybe we could, yeah, this would be something we'd have to definitely look at budget time, see what we can do. I think he's just bringing it to us in the case.
yeah, and it's not, and it wouldn't be this, it's not this budget, it's the next year's budget, but nothing comes out this year.
Oh, what they're doing is they're gonna give you this grader. And we trade in this grader and we wouldn't have to make a payment for a year, is that what you're saying?
But I think it needs, like you said, it needs to be looked at and see if we can even afford it. I mean, it's not on for discussion or just for
Right.
discussion. It's not a decision today.
Well, right, I understand that, I'm just saying that we're also trying to not have to use so much money to anticipate for the road fund because we have so many loans under the intercap loan that we have to put. so
When will
much
they
built
be
in it.
paid off?
But,
When will they be paid off?
well, that's what we have to look at. Because we combined them all because we were to get a lower interest rate. Which if we were gonna do something like that, I would think that we could probably get a lower interest rate. I don't know. We'd have to look at it.
Well, the deal is with going through them though, is the guarantee $300,000 buyback.
like
But
the
I mean,
one
you do
year,
whatever you want or not.
the 1 year of use and not paying for a while is contingent upon using their financing. Is that what you're
No.
saying? No, so the county could get its own financing on it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So you're saying they would buy back it for 300,000 in what, 5 years?
Right, and you're not paying interest on that 300,000 that they're on the guaranteed buyback.
intercap probably is lower, the thought.
Okay, can take this under consideration.
You know, let's check it out.
Yeah, it was just to bring it, now you got the papers I got.
Finance Paul.
Yeah,
There's the ledge.
Blanche.
It's a road use permit. Putting in a bigger culvert south of Hall.
Oh.
Sorry. Here, I had it.
Anything from solid waste, Scott?
Everything's going pretty well. I've got, of the people, last couple of weeks concerns were the people that are dumping but have not contributed payments process by buying a unit or having property taxes. I've collected money from the ones that are dumping, all except for 3 people. That's a pretty good return. Interest in paying what their fair shares of. Letters are gonna go out to the rest of them that aren't dumping and the ones that are dumping but don't have property taxes to buy for the next fiscal year, which starts on July 1st. So there's also the granite disposal, people that are dumping or making payments. In the past, that's working out pretty well.
Did you say making payments?
Well, there's a billing every quarter, so they'll make their payment. For for the usage of the dump. It's not an overage per se, it's just they've lost their privilege to use the dump. But they can pay as they go, that's the quarterly payments.
But isn't that an overage? Is it the co-op, there's an amount over the co-op amount, is what you're saying?
Well, you could word it, slice
Yeah.
it over a couple
Okay.
ways, but they've forfeited their dump units. So when they go to the dump, they have to pay as they go, and that's being billed on a quarter.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I keep track of that.
Yeah.
And then in July will be the 4th quarter of its fiscal year, that I'll bill out, the granite disposal people that are using it.
Guess I wouldn't call it forfeited. Basically have an agreement with them that they're using their co-op and that they go above that, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, so I think that was the agreement that for individuals, one dump unit on their property taxes, granite disposal absorbs that because they're picking up their
Yeah.
trash. So they don't have a dump unit per se, so they have to pay as they go. And then
Okay,
there's apartments and businesses and things like that.
you're talking about the individuals versus the,
It's
Granite,
it's
or-
everyone there.
yeah.
I'm actually building apartments, all these complexes and things. And I had a pretty good run-in with one of the apartment managers, saying that they're not allowing any of their tenants to use their dump number. But there has been a couple that have used their dump number. I don't know how they got it, but I'm still billing, the property manager. So anyway, I worked all that out and then they'll take care of that, but it's just a lot of misunderstanding of things. And one of the things that I think is unfair as a city or county thing, that if you're a renter or a person in the apartments and the apartment owners won't allow them to use their dump card to go to the dump, and they don't have granite disposal or anything, how else are they supposed to get their trash?
By unit like everybody else.
Doesn't the apartments provide a dump or anything?
But they don't have to, we went through that.
if
They
you,
don't have to
They don't have.
give up their
yeah.
No, they can go buy their own,
It's
their own identification card, and then they
Yeah.
can go in and dump it.
And
And you can
individuals-
keep tabs on how much they're dumping, that's just the whole deal we did.
Landlords need to negotiate with
Yeah.
their, on all utilities, are you negotiated on, for the lease?
Yeah, so anyway, that's all been squared away. And there are people that are in apartments that have purchased units. Just,
That's just where that.
they're responsible. And not everything's so good.
So is there any public comment on our weekly report? With Road and Bridge Superintendent Paul Law, Scott Ray. On anything with the road. Okay, thanks, Paul. Scott?
I have one thing, I gotta have a closed session for about 1 minute. I've got personnel deal and,
Is that on the agenda?
no, but I just found out about it. We can't wait.
Oh,
You shut that door for a minute, please.
So basically, it's a personnel matter needs to be taken care of right away.
okay, so
We just found out about.
It's just
it.
gonna be a minute. It's just a.
we need to go off for a second. We just found an emergency personnel problem that we have to discuss.
You have this already.
Oh, encroachment?
Okay, we're kind of over a little late on our next agenda item, which is the dam tenders report. Oh, Elena, go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. For the record, Elena Gagliano. I've said it before. I will say it again. What you just did, closing the meeting, and also for later on when you close the meeting, is a violation of 2-3-203, open meeting exceptions. For the record, thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Okay, so the dam tenders report for Georgetown Lake outflow review and decision, the water surface elevation is 6429.16, which is 4.08 inches below full pool.
Last week was 5.04.
What is it now?
4.08.
Yeah, it was 3 something. Then it went back.
It's
Yeah.
five
I was watching it this week.
Oh, you looked on the deck.
When was the 20 inches of snow up there? That would have been.
They didn't get 20, we did.
No,
I think they got 20.
Right, they
14
didn't-
to 16.
Oh, okay.
We got
K-Pax is saying 20 up there.
We also have Adam Strainer and Stephen Begley from Fish, Wildlife and Parks in the meeting today. Just so you know.
Well, I don't think we have much choice, we still gotta stay at that irrigation. These people are just, they're worried about water.
I mean, later on, you're talking, yeah.
Yeah, I only got 3/10 of an inch precip this week, so.
So is there a motion?
I guess we have to stay at 30.
Stay at 30.
Well, if you want to go above it, it's a modification,
we don't wanna go
temporary
above it.
modification, but yeah.
Now, case in, when it comes down to where we need to go above, or then we're gonna have to beg and borrow.
But basically, your hands gonna be forced, it's probably gonna be going over the spillway, but. How do you, you can't first, I mean, you can't predict it.
I don't think, I don't know, you know, this week, going by the weather, I was looking there, it's supposed to be 85 and that, it's gonna drop some more, I don't think we're really gonna hit the spillways
Yeah.
unless that big wind starts blowing, and that's what a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah, the
It
wind.
comes down to the neck of that. Then it starts splashing up, and then they're saying.
We saw it that one day last year,
Yeah.
when it got the wind, or 2 years ago. Yeah.
So.
Is there a second?
Yeah, I'll second
Okay.
it.
Is there any public comment? So Scott McDonald, I saw your hand up. Did you want to make a comment or did you change your mind?
Hold on, I gotta send him a ping.
Apparently changed your mind.
Well, another thing too, you have the gate valves, so, which, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Scott.
Send him money. Oh, there it goes.
Well, I don't think it'll fill unless we get a
So,
couple of really
Scott,
good storms.
Your mic is on if you want to go ahead and,
It's not on. He took his hand down, but he hasn't unmuted yet.
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
you hadn't said what the flow was gonna continue to be, and I was gonna ask, and then you said it.
30, Scott.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Is there any other public comment? I don't see any on Zoom. All in favor?
Alright.
Aye. Motion carried and passed. Okay, the next agenda item is an updated job description for the extension office secretary. Discussion and decision. And I
Yes.
think, go ahead.
Did you, Blanche, look this over and then this is what, did it get changed or just we found?
Okay, so we didn't find any,
No.
and so Ben,
Ben and I worked on the draft in front of you guys, and Ben had recommended that it go up a grade. And so we went through and did the compensable factors, which I attached.
Oh,
and the reason up a grade was they thought the job description was rewritten in 2014 is from Dan,
Okay.
Lucas.
but nothing was included for the 4-H and for the weed. And so those are two different separate things that the solid waste secretary has a lot of administration to do. So they felt, and the grade was at a 7.
4-H and weed are substantial,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And so the grade was at a 7 and Ben felt that the grade should be at an 8 for these things that weren't really listed in the job description. So is there a motion?
I'll make the motion that we accept the updated job description for the extension of the secretary.
Is there any public comment?
Elena.
Go ahead, Elena.
Does this come out right away then? I mean, we accept it.
We're
and then-
setting, just a second, Elena, we're setting the matrix level to an 8.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
And then I'll send it off to the paper.
Okay, go ahead, Elena.
That's what we're doing.
Thank you. Point of clarification. I'm looking at the website. This is the Extension Office Secretary. Where is the Extension Office on the website? Who's in charge now? I don't see that on the website. I looked up the Tri-County area and it seems everything is under Powell County on their website. The fair is confusing also. There's like combining the two, it's not clear. So I just want to say, you know, looking at the website, that's what the public looks at. Extension of the office, extension office secretary. Who's the extension office director? It's not on the website. I don't see it. So that's just the point that I'm making. Thank you.
Thank you.
Their website isn't linked to,
No, we
Or-
need to adjust that, so I'll get a hold of
So
Eric.
Ben Hotman is our county agent and
that's on our website, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's called extension of, I always
Extension agent,
call him county agent.
yeah,
I'm gonna have a con-
that's customary too, but I think it's extension. agent.
extension,
Yeah, MSU
yeah.
extension.
And he's the
And-
one that's been down there taking care of us since
Yeah.
we've had it.
He supervises the county extension office and he's contracted, we contract him through MSU. So he's the MSU extension agent and our prior, who we lost, secretary. I mean, this extension office has been in the courthouse 50 years anyway.
And he takes care of the 4-H too right now.
Yeah.
She was taking care of the 4-H before, they were all working together, the 4-H. And it's been with them.
The 4-H program is supervised, administered through the Granite County Extension Office.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. The reason why I brought that up is budget wise. How much are they getting paid from the county? And if they're associated with Powell County, is Powell County contributing? That's documents that should be up on the website so the public can see it. That's all I'm bringing up. Thank you.
The county agent or county extension secretary is paid 100% through Granite County. The 4-H that is under her, or that position, is 4-H kids in Granite County. And the weed program is the weed program in Granite County. It has nothing to do with the fair or with anything pertaining to Tri-County.
So
The
that,
bylaws are being
that's
worked
even
on.
more, I'm sorry, that's even more confusing now. It really is. Thank you.
So the Tri-County Fair Board bylaws are being worked on right now, modifications, so hopefully that'll be coming to commission here soon.
And they came in, so I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like we just.
It's not sure what the question is, but extension is distinguished from Fair Board, but extension helps with the fair. I mean, he's Ben Hom is the main representative there.
So, motion, all in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed. The extension secretary matrix level will move from a 7 to an 8.
And that'll go in the paper right away so they can get some.
It'll be next week, yeah, and I'll have it up on the website probably today.
Okay. Fair coming up.
It's.
Okay, the next agenda item is potential proposals and plan for solid waste operations. Okay, I don't like that description, solid waste operations. Because it isn't solid waste operations, it is the fee that is sent to solid waste for transport of waste and landfill dumping.
That was my language, so it could be a little better.
I mean, this has nothing to do with solid waste operations, and there's confusion and people thinking that Grizzly Disposal is coming in to take over.
But solid waste operations in the sense of the county's solid waste district, so would contract, which is would contract with one of those groups.
So right now, we have a contract with Republic to haul our solid waste to Missoula. We have another interested vendor who has a proposal to haul our solid waste possibly to Deer Lodge. This is what this agenda item is about. Am I correct, or am I?
Correct.
So is that,
But we don't have nothing from them yet.
oh, why is it on the agenda?
Because I think we put it on, they were supposed to, and then they haven't got.
Well, one of their concerns was, I think was that there's gonna be some like, we're kind of creating a dickering war back and forth, but the county was just wanting a proposal from each, and you would look and see what's the best interest of the county.
Correct.
Well, I don't know, one vendor requested it be, what?
Like
Sealed.
sealed, so you could, I mean, you could put it out for sealed bids if you like. That'd be delayed because wouldn't be in the
This
paper till
week.
next week, and the fall, and then she wouldn't be making a decision for 3 weeks, but
So I wonder if we need to, get a solid proposal in writing in sealed envelope then put it on the agenda and open it, or what?
Yeah, to me, there's no one else that's interested in bidding. I mean, they're the only two,
Yeah,
there's only two games around. I mean,
I understand what they're saying, cause the one don't wanna come in, throw a price, and then the other one, no, cause it's a public meeting, so they're
Yeah.
gonna know what they're saying. So, yeah, I'm agreeing, put it in
Yeah.
a sealed bid and then just a good one and then.
open it that day.
and then there's comments that have been made that this vendor is not qualified to pick up garbage and haul it to Deer Lodge. So,
No, qualified versus permitted, so he's
Yeah.
qualified because they're doing it already,
yeah,
they're doing it already, but permitting, you'd have to get that in place, but that would be a condition of any contract and if they can't, then you wouldn't go with them.
That's why I thought, they were gonna bring something, and we know, that we want to make sure all the ducks are in a row
Yeah.
before we accept it, either one.
okay, so anybody that would submit a proposal absolutely would have to be able to have the permits to haul the garbage away,
It's a condition of any contract,
Yeah.
correct?
which right now Republic does, but the other vendor that is interested.
And I may be wrong, but I think they already have, they can already transport it to potentially to Deer Lodge. The issue is the intra-county is my understanding to have that permit, but we'd need to double check that. So, yeah, they would need that intra-county permit.
So the one thing that the question that with this vendor that's saying they don't want it known, but they could walk into the clerk and recorder's office and ask for a bill from our vendor now and get just exactly what they're.
Yeah. Public information by statute and the Montana Constitution. So the contract with Republic talked about certain proprietary stuff would not be given out, but anything on the county side is public.
So I guess we'll table this.
Yeah, to get it out for bids and then get the bids and we go over and see, make sure it's not gonna be a simple thing, and like I said, gotta make sure they got everything to go.
So you want Billy to like email them and request the sealed bids and have it on
Do we need to like put it out in the paper then and all that stuff?
I don't see where it's needed because there's only two that
Okay.
do this in this whole area.
Yeah.
So
I just send it to them and I don't think we need to put it in paper, they're the ones that have been in here.
Okay, so the next agenda item is a personnel matter, and it is a personnel matter that is a closed session. It's a performance review. So we will now close the session for this performance review.
Okay, let me get it.
take it off unless you need me.
And I think maybe. Okay, we are complete with our performance review. Do we,
I think it's just administrative matter on
Which
the
is-
step
yeah.
increase, so, yeah.
it's a performance review evaluation for an employee is complete. And that's the last matter on the agenda. So. We're adjourned.
Right.
That's the quickest day in a long time.